Let's do it with the Executive Director of the IC, Karin Wishner. As part of her mission to facilitate, welcome, and integrate refugees and immigrants into our community, Karin recently traveled to Africa, where she spent time in a couple of countries and in some refugee camps. What she experienced there is an example of what the International Services Center responds to. Will you please welcome our Executive Director, Karin Wishner.
It's really been my privilege to have spent the last 23 years as an employee of the International Services Center, first as the Education Director and then Director. And so I've seen so many people come through our doors and seen a lot of success stories. Some of those success stories are sitting here in this room. I'm so proud of everybody. And as Dick mentioned, I was recently in Africa. I had the privilege of joining a delegation through the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, who we do our settlement through. And we went to 2 different camps. One was Kakuma in Kenya. So I'm going to start with that one. And I am going to, if you take a look at some of the photos as well. But I just wanted to express a little bit about what I experienced and the tremendous hardships that people go through in order to someday have the opportunity to be among the fewer of 1% of refugees in the world who actually make it to another country and that they can call their home. The reception center at Kakuma receives about 1,800 people a month from different countries. That camp was set up initially to accept the lost boys of the Sudan 20 years ago, and the camp continues. So it started with about 16,000 people and grew and grew and grew. And people come to the camp every day, bring their belongings, and wait to be processed, wait to have some, to maybe get some medical attention, to have their malnutrition addressed. But hopefully they're in a place that's safer than the place they left. It was really just overwhelming for me to see the number of people just in that small space and waiting for housing. That particular camp has a capacity of 100,000. It's currently, only because they started to add from Kakuma 1, they added Kakuma 2, Kakuma 3, a transit center. They're up to it. They were, the capacity is 100,000, as I mentioned. They are currently, when I was there, at the end of October, at 126,000 and counting.